Hey everybody, welcome to Richie's Gaming Gadgets and Gizmos once again. So as you know, one of the most popular laptops on the market today. I mean, this laptop is so popular. You see it in like TV shows, you see it being used in movies, and even when you pass by your local coffee shop, you will see at least one being used every single time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my beloved MacBook Pro. This is one of my favorite laptops. I use it for pretty much everything under the sun, and yeah, it's a very, very good product. I love this thing. It's a powerhouse. It's like the Rolls Royce of laptops. That being said, Microsoft has come up with a very, very good contender to rival that of the MacBook Pro. And that, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, introducing the Microsoft Surface Book. So what I'm going to be doing today is I will do an unboxing of this right now and give my initial review of this powerhouse of a tablet. This is the Intel i5 version, and what I'm going to be doing is a series of videos doing a deep dive on this as well, and just testing it out and giving my true opinion. But from what I've read of the specs and some of the other reviews that I've seen on YouTube, this is a very, very good device. It's actually, it overlaps that of the Surface Pro 4, in that this actually has a detachable screen as well. But the difference between this and I would say the Surface Pro 4 is, and a good way to look at it would be by an analogy, right? So the Surface Pro 4, when it comes to a car, would be like 7 Series BMW. This puppy would be like a Rolls Royce. So in terms of like power, right, on the go. So if you want a true laptop with all the power in the world, get this. If you want ultra portability with very, very good power, get the Surface Pro 4. Anyway, enough chit chat. Let me unbox this puppy and let's get a deep dive done on this Microsoft Surface Book. So here we have the Microsoft Surface Book. This is one of the main competitors to the Apple MacBook Pro. This particular model I have here is the Intel Core i5. This one has 128 gigabytes of storage, and it has 8 gigabytes of RAM on board. This one has the English keyboard layout, and I'm just reading from the back here. It says this includes of course, the Microsoft Surface Book. Comes pre-installed obviously with Windows 10 Pro. Comes with a Surface Pen, which also includes the quadruple A battery. So that's not AAA or AA, but I think it's a smaller battery, and they call it the quadruple A battery. So 4 A's. It's a smaller type pen-like battery. Comes with power supply, support for Wi-Fi, 802 ABGN and AC, and comes with Bluetooth version 4.0. So I do believe that sometime in 2016 there will be an LTE version of this. So I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong guys, but I strongly do believe that there will be the LTE version, 4G LTE, that will be compatible with all the major carriers in North America. So you would have like a slot for your SIM card, and then you would have ultra portability, right? But this particular one is the one that has the Wi-Fi, of course, built in. Yeah. So I always love looking at the packaging before I open a box, because I find a lot of detail goes into it. And what I like about Microsoft is that they make their packaging very simple. There's a big picture on the front of what you're going to expect to get when you open the box, and they have their nice little logo here, and it's Microsoft Surface Book. Nice white background, very clean, and there you go. So let's open her up and see what's inside. First impressions, this box is heavy. This weighs a couple of pounds, and my instincts tell me that that weight is all the natural goodness that comes with a very high-end PC. So let's open this. tape here. It's a little tab. It's one tab. I believe that's just the one. Very simple. And then just open it up. It's still Christmas Day, man. It is still Christmas Day. Look at that. Isn't she gorgeous? Windows logo at the top. And you know when you get a new car and you get it for the first time and you get that new car smell? I literally just got this new PC smell once I opened the box. It was like vacuum sealed with natural goodness. So, on this side obviously we would have our power supply. And it's branded Pro Windows. So it has a very similar look and feel to like a Surface Pro 3's power supply. Very similar look and feel, similar ergonomics. What I like about Microsoft, what they do is that they actually put the little brand of the logo of the OS that's on the system on top of the power supply, because I have an RT as well, and if you have all the power supplies in the box, you don't know which one is which. I just look at the little sticker, and if it says RT, I know it's for the Microsoft Surface RT. In this case, it's Pro Windows, so I know it's for my Surface Book. So obviously, there's the little port there for your AC cord that plugs into the wall, and here we have our very familiar looking power port. Very same look and feel, and same type of plug that you see on your Surface Pro 4 power supply. Let's put that there. Here's the AC outlet cable I was talking about. That plugs into there. Okay, and there's nothing else in the box. Again, what I love about Microsoft's branding is that they have that nice Microsoft blue accent color inside the box. So that's that. So let's put the box over here. And now what I love about this is a little tab here, so I can just pull it up. Oh yeah, this feels like it's expensive. So let me just put this to the side a second. Let's put this here. So here's the Surface Pen, and this is exactly the same Surface Pen that you have on the Surface Pro 4 with the magnetic strip along the back. Let me just move this a second. The magnetic strip along the back, the little mouse button at the bottom of the mouse of the bottom of the pen there, of the magnetic strip. So there's a strip here, and at the bottom, if you press it, it actually acts as a mouse button. And then, of course, you have your little loop here. You can put this into your coat pocket or whatever. And then we have our ever familiar eraser slash button, where if you just press it, I know on the Surface Pro 4, if you just press it, you can activate OneNote, and if you press it and hold it down, it actually takes a snapshot of the screen. And then if you hold it down, no, if you tap it twice, then you get Cortana. So I'm assuming that on the Surface Book it's the same functionality. We will test that shortly anyway. And then here we have our paperware, warranty information, and whatnot. Again with the ever familiar Microsoft blue accent color inside of the packaging. Alright, drum roll. The reason we're all here. So there's nothing else in the box, I presume. Yeah, that's just it. So let's move this lovely piece of packaging out of the way. So here we have our Surface Book. Windows logo, camera, some sensors, and then we have the side. So here we have the Surface Book, logo, camera, some sensors, and on the side we have ports and more ports, and a very clean look along the front. So let's take it out of the wrapping now. Now tell me this doesn't look nice. Now that is a lovely piece of architecture. Here we have the keys, and you know the layout is you have your keys are you know they're above the plane, and they're easily identifiable and have that nice gray, like space gray paint finish. Huge trackpad. It's nice. And you have nice palm rest as well, because when you're typing you need to rest your hands on something. Now let me just move these aside for a second, and let's focus on the Surface Book. So initial impressions, it does feel like it's an expensive device. Of course most of the weight is in the tablet itself, but it does feel very nice and secure in my hands. So just quick initial features. So of course here we have our front facing camera here, privacy light, and infrared sensor, and of course there's a little microphone there, and along the top you have your power switch, and you have your volume key, your rocker key. And then on the left side, there's nothing along here on the tablet, but here there are two USB 3.0 ports, and you have an SD card slot, so you can actually stick in your SD card there, and you can have extra storage. And then on this side, along the side of the tablet, there's nothing except a 3.5mm jack at the top. And then here we have our charging port, and here we have our mini display port. And if you look at, and if you look at the solid profile, it's very, very slim. So it has that Ultrabook form factor. All the power again is nicely tucked away in the tablet. And then the keyboard itself, it's a very nice looking keyboard. Very, very similar look and feel to its competitor. And we all know that the competitor has a very, very great keyboard. And this is a very nice looking keyboard as well. Can't wait to test it out. And again, huge trackpad. Great space for your palms to rest when you're typing. And the keys are nice and big. They rest protrude above the plane, so I can imagine when I work in a dark environment, when the backlit keys come on, I'm sure they light up very, very nicely. So we will be testing that as well. Let's put my Surface Pen here. I wonder if it attaches to the side. Yes, it does. So the Surface Pen, just like on the Surface Pro 4, it attaches to the side of your Surface Book, and the magnet is strong. It actually takes a good piece of energy to pull this off of the side. It just snaps right on into place. And I'm assuming, because we have people who are left and right-handed, that it works on either side. No, it does not. So, point to note, the Surface Pen only connects and snaps to the left-hand side of your tablet. So, just keep that in mind. Now, it shouldn't be an issue for anyone, really. It doesn't matter if you're left or right-handed, but, it's an important point to note. So, pen sticks on the left-hand side, but it does not stick on the right-hand side. Does it stick on the top? No, it doesn't. Okay. Just to confirm, the last thing I want to show is at the back here we have our camera, a privacy light, and a microphone as well. Now, to detach the screen from the base, now one one of the things I want to mention as well is that there is some electronics in the base as well. It's not just a dumb keyboard. But you actually have to turn this on, and electronically there's a button right here that you press and hold down to actually detach this screen. So it's actually an electronic method of detaching the screen. So you cannot just take it and rip it apart when it's turned off, right? So that's a really cool feature, and I cannot wait to actually demo that once I've turned it on and set it up properly. But a couple of things I want to mention as well. So of course, in this configuration you have it as a basic laptop. You can also you know, have it you can actually take the keyboard, you can actually take this out, and when you take the tablet out you can actually turn it around and put it in backwards, right? When you do that, when you close this down, this is actually, the screen is actually going to be facing up, so you can actually use it like a tablet with your stylus, right? Which has a lot of different use cases. You can use this in colleges, in hospitals, anywhere, right? It's an actual book that you can write. And then there's also this other mode called presentation mode. So with the screen up, because you have this on backwards, when you open it, you can actually have your audience look at your screen from over here, so they're looking at the screen from this direction, and you can actually do your presentation. So I'm going to have some fun with this over the next couple of weeks. I just got it, and it's going to be a really hard decision between, you know, everyday use. I'm going to continue using my our competitor's MacBook Pro, the competing MacBook Pro. There we go. Or am I going to use this? Again, too, I mean, there's also other factors, right? The OS. I mean, if I have a lot of use for, you know, OS applications, you know, OS. For Mac, Apple applications, of course, the MacBook Pro is good. But if you're a hardcore Windows user and use a ton of Windows apps, well, you know, I'm sure this would be a great buy for you. What is also cool about this Surface Book is that it really looks like a book. If you look at the side profile, you know, in a traditional laptop, the screen and the keyboard are flush, so there's no space in between. But as you can see, as I move from the front to the back of the Surface Book, there's this gap here in the middle. So it's you know, this, I guess this is a Microsoft's proprietary hinge. But you know, from what I understand, I mean, you know, this is like this on purpose. So just to recap, you can actually, you know, take this, detach the screen, put it on backwards, and it turns into a tablet. And then when you open it up as a tablet, it can go into something called presentation mode, where the screen is facing that way, so you can actually have your audience look at your screen while you know, manipulate your presentation. And then you can take out the screen, put it back in, and have it like a conventional laptop like this. Let me just reiterate, so that you know, when you do get your own Surface Book, that you don't break it to pieces, you cannot manually just detach it like that. You actually have to electronically, there's a button on the keyboard that you actually have to press to electronically remove the screen. That's the button right there. You actually press that and hold it down, and then I guess it's an electromechanical mechanism unlocks it, so you can just take it out and you can put it in again, either backwards or forwards. Weight, it actually feels a little bit lighter than the Surface, my MacBook Pro. Actually, let me just go get it and just see what the weight looks like. So here's my 2013 MacBook Pro next to the 2015 Surface Book, and as you can see, it's a bit bigger. And let's compare these by weight, just using my pure hands here. Yeah, so my 2013 MacBook Pro is feels a bit more heavier than the Surface Book. Now, I'm assuming that the 2015 MacBook Pro, or the latest MacBook Pro that's out there today, may be a little bit lighter than this, but you know, just in defense for Apple, this is just 2000. This is the older MacBook Pro that I use, and comparing it to this Surface Book, it's bigger and it's a bit heavier. So that was my initial unboxing and review of the Surface Book. If you want to if you do have the cash to fork out to get one of these, because it is one of the ultimate laptops that Microsoft claims, check the link at the bottom of this page. So FYI, this is the i5 version. This is actually quote unquote the base Surface model, and this retails for roughly $2,000. Yep, you heard me, $2,000. Yeah, so check out the link below on Amazon, and then, of course, wherever you're buying it from, depending on the currency you're buying it with, it wouldn't be $2,000. It would be whatever it is in your local currency. So check it out, and yeah, I will be doing quite a few videos on this series of videos, and of course I will be giving you my unbiased opinion, and just as a basic consumer, that's what I do. Okay, so that being said, you guys have a great evening, and I'm gonna go set this up and have some fun. Okay, take it easy. Bye bye.